if there is a presence of an alien civilization here, it is the worst possible calamity that that human civilization has ever faced, because the Fermi paradox reduces immediately to the zoo hypothesis. No matter what you do, they are in control. My question is why was this not taken more seriously before now in the halls of the Pentagon? Is it simply that they just had no way to counter it? It's advanced technology. It could be 2 million years more advanced than anything we have. Now, the question is, all right, so when we look at the alien option, and that no matter the option, if you look at paranormal options or whatever, what power do they have? Could they end the universe? Could the simulation come to an end by their hand? These humans have gotten out of trouble. They're gotten into trouble and created nuclear weapons and everything. Must end. Boom, done. Or the alien civilization is here to make sure that we never develop generalized artificial intelligence. They're police, or worse. The idea that a von Neumann probe came here long ago, and it is replicated and self-replicated, which effectively makes it a 3D printer, and it is now so corrupt from cosmic ray hits that it's behaving irrationally, which explains the irrational behavior of the phenomenon. Shouldn't we be looking into these ideas and discussing them somewhere, whether in the halls of government or in the halls of science and papers or whatever, where we look at the phenomenon as a true global or national security threat, that this could be very, very bad, what we're living through?
Well, I think the organizations like the Galileo Initiative, Gary Nolan's Sol Foundation, which had its inaugural meeting there recently, I think there's a lot of really super talent in the private sector. I mean, a lot of people in Silicon Valley are getting very interested in this. I think Avi Loeb's initiative has galvanized a lot of interest in the academic community. I think AIAA has sort of taken the UFO topic under its wings. So out in the scientific arena, I think movement is happening that has not happened in the history of the UFO phenomenon. The problem is the sort of entrenched, decades-long culture of secrecy that the Pentagon has gone with. And the bottom line is, I guess the Pentagon feels that since there has not been an overt attack on the United States by some outer force, therefore there is really no need to get their act together and get their ducks in a row. So I think what's happening in the private sector and the academic community is far, far ahead of what's happening in the United States government. Now, the exception really to the rule is in the last couple of years, some of the congressional hearings have been pretty incendiary, and they have shone a light on what's happening with AARO and with the Pentagon. And I think there is hope in terms of the congressional hearings that will happen again and again and again. I think there is a possibility that some kind of movement will happen in the Pentagon, but I'm not holding my breath. I've been looking at this phenomenon since the 90s, and I don't see an awful lot of hope right now. I think the existential aspect of the phenomenon has been here for decades, and if you look at Jacques Vallée's books, probably millennia. So I don't think there's a particular crisis that has happened in the last few years that has not been here for an awful long time.